All right, so let's go on to our next topic here, smart buildings. I guess we've got more and more things connecting to the internet. We keep talking about, certainly from a security standpoint, we need to be careful about that. I'm not going to say it's not a good idea. It's absolutely a good idea, but John, what can you tell us about this case?
Right, so this is an article came out from Computer World, and it's just kind of another cautionary tale to the viewers out there about the types of things that you might get deployed inside your network that you might not even know about. So we've talked about the Internet of Things with home routers and all these other types of embedded home devices, but beyond that, this is a good example of commercial environments, you know, buildings and whatnot for your offices that have various systems that you might not even know are connected to the internet, and whoever did connect them probably might not have advised or even communicated with your security departments or your IT departments. They might have just hooked it up because that's what needed to happen in order for them to get access to it. So, you know, these are a couple of good examples, your HVAC systems, and that's a really good one because I don't think we talked about this, but the Target breach.
Target stores.
The Target stores, right. They seem to have pretty good evidence that the initial way in to that infrastructure was via the HVAC systems. They compromised the vendor that does the HVAC support for Target, got the login ID and password, and then they were able to remote access into those stores, and from there laterally move to other more important systems inside the company, inside their network and whatnot. So a good thing to keep in mind what you actually have exposed. They talk about a few things in here, especially with the advent of a lot of smart buildings that are coming out, where they have a lot of these things that are all integrated on the internet, available on the internet for people to make sure, the people who need to administer them to remotely be able to check how things are doing. So HVAC systems, your lighting, elevators, your building security, door access, all these are systems probably running either under Linux or Windows or some variant or some embedded device that could be manipulated. And also security cameras, DVRs, we know that they're frequently compromised in lots of cases, even in smaller environments, but as well in large environments they have a very similar type of footprint. So basically a good cautionary type of notification that you might want to do some inspection of your environments to make sure that there aren't things being exposed that shouldn't be.
Yeah, and I'm thinking also that that may not only be an avenue into the building, but for things like the cameras and stuff like that, if they're vulnerable, the attacker may want to disable it if they want to come in and break into the building.
Or the door access, if you can compromise that, there's all kinds of physical security things that could be leveraged beyond just using it as a leapfrog to get into more important systems inside the building. There was another article earlier on related to this where after the Target breach with the HVAC systems, one of the vendors, I forget which one, had done an analysis of these and found that there's some 50,000 plus of them out there exposed to the internet, some of them having no passwords or very weak passwords. So it's an important thing to keep in mind, to know what's exposed.
Yeah. I'll continue to say I don't think any system should have a default password.
Right.
There are ways around it, so that can be solved.